We are talking to Sam Pendleton from Pofftown Reagan High School in North Carolina. He had just committed to Notre Dame. He picked the Fighting Irish over NC State, Michigan, Florida, many other schools. What was it about that visit to Notre Dame that really put them over the top?
Yeah, the visit, they really just let me see whatever I needed to. A big piece for me in college is I want to have a really great education along with playing big tier football. And on that visit, they started off with education, and that's the most important thing to them. That's the most important thing to me. So that's kind of where we can emphasize each together. And they really made sure that I got to see the academic advisors, the dean of engineering, the professors, anything I needed to see on that side of things. That while I was there for that one day. And they also made sure I watched practice, got to talk to Coach Heastan, and really just hear a little bit of the coach's philosophy.
Coach Heastan was hired around January 24th, somewhere in there. How fast did this kind of come together? How much of a role did he play?
Yeah, Notre Dame was one of those schools I always wanted to hear from the beginning of my recruiting, and I really wasn't hearing from them. And then Coach Heastan comes into the picture, and instantly I got a phone call. I feel like he's a big part of why I'm going there, because I'm his kind of guy, and I fit what he wants to teach. I fit what he coaches, and that's what I think that's a big reason why I'm going there.
Social media plays such a huge role in recruiting. Did some of the other Notre Dame commits kind of already try to hit you up at all, try to recruit you in their own ways?
Yeah, some of the new Notre Dame guys, I'm the first offensive lineman, so it's a little different for them. I talked to some old guys that have gone on to do better things, and it's just been really great throughout this whole process. The whole Irish family has been great.
And then paying it forward, who do you might want to target as a teammate down the road?
Yeah, I really want to play with an NC guy, Sullivan Absher. He has a place up at North, and that's where I want him to be. I want to play with me. Monroe Freeling, both those guys I feel like would be really good puzzle pieces to fit into the class you're building now.
When you think back how this recruitment went, October you start to get a trickle of offers. Kind of exploded when you made the visit for Ohio State at Michigan, and then it really took off. What did you kind of learn about this recruiting business?
Recruiting is 50% skill and 50% politics. It's really who you know and how well they know you, and how much of a guy they know you to be. Your reputation carries you a long way. If you're a good person on the field, a good person off the field, they're going to see that, and they're really going to want to recruit someone like that. They don't want to recruit just a ball player that has terrible off-field actions. They want to recruit the whole picture. So I feel like that's been the best thing I can do, is just to keep my nose down, do schoolwork, play football, and that's what I advise all the other recruits to do.
You were able to see a lot of different schools multiple times. Was there ever a moment where you almost committed to somewhere else, and then it's funny how life works, that Notre Dame then comes along? Where maybe you would have picked somewhere in December or January before they even came.
Right. I definitely had some really high interest in some other places. I wouldn't say I was close to committing, because I always had that drawback, because they had all the intangibles. It was just not in my stomach or in my soul to feel it. But Notre Dame was there. They had all the intangibles, all the schools, and all the football, and they just hit you in the heart. And it's just like, yeah, that's where I'm supposed to be. So, not really.
Who finished second?
Say what?
Who finished second?
I'll have to give it to NC State.
Yeah.
Those guys have been tried and true. They've been such good recruiters. Coach Dorn and Coach Garrison, and the offensive coordinator, Coach, I can't remember his last name right now. He's going to hate me, but I can't thank those people enough. They've poured so much into me, allowed me to come back time after time, and I'll always be a Pack fan in my heart.
Is it going to be interesting when schools, whoever, still kind of recruit you in their own ways? And then conversely, is it going to be weird having silence a little bit, a return to normalcy a little bit? What is this transition going to be like to go from who knows how many phone calls and text messages and whatever you were getting to kind of a regular student, who just goes to high school again?
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So you're looking forward to this?
I'm looking forward to it. Some people love this process. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, but I would rather spend my time playing football and lifting weights than talking to people on the phone.
And then lastly, what were some of the landmarks at Notre Dame that really got you jazzed, that you got to see?
Yeah, it's Touchdown Jesus. That's a big one. And the Basilica, the Grotto, all that tradition there is just so rich, and that's a big reason too.
Cool.